Okay, very good morning, everybody, for Tuesday, the 21st of March. Well, hopefully a bit better today. We've still got Atlantic influence coming in over the country at the moment. Sort of cold front just clearing off to our east. As we speak, probably the remnants of that right over the top of us. But the door opening probably from mid to late morning onwards to allow some good flying conditions. Well, better than what we had yesterday anyway. Trough line just sort of running behind it shouldn't really be too much of a feature. And as we go through the next couple of days, as you can see, the Atlantic is still very, very active with lots and lots of fronts. Wind at the moment, well, it looks like we're picking up now southwesterly, generally 20 to 25 knots, sometimes up to 30 in some regions. And the surface wind probably at 10 to 15 knots on the ground from the southwest. Satellite picture over the UK shows a relatively sort of moist start. There are some breaks in the cloud and some more breaks coming, but it will be generally cloudy for most of the day. That's the rain picture at the moment, just showing you that there are a few showers around. Nothing really significant, but with this lower level cloud, it will continue to bring outbreaks of drizzle. Public forecast then. Overcast to start with, becoming better during the morning. Top temperature of 12 degrees and better into the afternoon where we'll see sunny intervals. Reasonable visibility once we're sort of past lunchtime, and that southwesterly wind ever present with gusts at times sort of to around 25 knots. That's broadly in line with GFS, which shows 12 to 13 degrees and a dew point of around 9 degrees. Currently, the picture outside is that. We've got low cloud at Lasham, probably sort of 400 to 500 feet. By 10, half 10, we should start to see that slowly going up. And by lunchtime, it should be nice and clear for us to launch. Currently at Odium, they're reporting overcast at 700 feet and drizzle. And as you can see there, a few clouds at 1200, scattered at 3500 is the main headline in that TAF. So when we do see that, then it's good news. Chance of a shower this afternoon, and the information at Farnborough is very, very similar. Looking at Top Meteo, there is the outside chance that you might see some local soaring, maybe after lunch, but it'll probably be only up to around 2,500 feet or so. I think if we see cloud bases much in excess of that, we've been quite lucky. So, yeah. Airspace-wise, there's a bit to talk about today. Nothing local, but if you are venturing further afield, solitary plane danger areas are active, and they're active to quite high levels at the moment. They've got some sort of exercise going on. They do also have parachuting, which you'll see is within 18 nautical mile radius. Granted, that's not how it is for every level, but sort of levels we're concerned about. Surface to 3,000 feet is really contained within the danger area. This is in the Netheravon vicinity, but yeah, 3,000 to 6,000 feet, 6 nautical mile radius. So my best advice to you is to stay out of all Salisbury plane danger areas. I know that people don't fly through them, but a lot of people fly over the top of them. But yeah, there's a lot of activity going on around there. So if you're going into the mats or any of these areas, then probably best to speak to somebody. 26 is Abingdon, and there's article dropping potentially happening today. Yes, this afternoon. Western on the Green is active with parachuting all day and all night. And also there is parachute activity at Little Rissington all day from 7,800 feet. So yeah, lots and lots of parachuting activity. So yeah, avoid the military places. They seem to be quite busy at the moment. So to sum up, we got a damp sort of starts, should clear up by 11, and hopefully then a flyable picture for the rest of the day, albeit with some breezy winds. Jet movement wise, we have a 737 inbound at about 11:30 from Gatwick. And we have a 757 due in sometime this afternoon around 2 o'clock, and a Navajo due in at sometime around 2 o'clock. There may well be some other movements, but I have told them that they must give me notice before they are allowed to come out. So with that wind direction, we are going to set up on 2-3, launching down to the southwest. Gliders on the runway, aero towing off the grass. We'll take a view on how damp the grass is, whether we do need to land 2-7 or if we can land into wind. I prefer that landing into wind because then it's a bit more organised, put it that way, when a jet movement comes. But remember, when the jet movement does come, you need to switch to the runway news, which will be 2-7 today, but not on the runway, of course. We've got plenty of instructors today, so we should have a reasonable list, and we will see you on the airfield shortly. No need to immediately rush to get the gliders out, but I'd say probably in the next sort of 45 minutes or so, it'd be good to make sure things are getting de-eyed and ready for the day. See you out there. Bye for now.